Hey guys, welcome back to About Technology. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add a text in DaVinci Resolve. We will discuss how you can simply add a plain text. We will even learn to animate that text and add styles to it. This all together will enhance the appearance of your text. So without further ado, let's get started. Right now, I'm in editing mode of Resolve, and here I have a video of two girls involved in funny cooking activity. So I want to lay text over this clip. For that, I have to go to Effects window. Under Toolbox, I have to click on Titles. And in Titles, you can explore various kind of text that you can use. As soon as you hover your mouse over any of this title, you can see its preview on the window over here. Now along with the plain titles, you have some fusion titles over here that offers you some animatic effect. As soon as you hover your mouse over this title, you can see its preview on the window. So, for example, this is the clean and simple fusion title. As I hover my mouse over this title, you can see its animation on the screen. If you remember, I used this title at the beginning of a video to introduce the video title. Now to insert the title on your video, you simply have to select the title of your choice and drag it to the timeline. It is just like any other clip that you bring into the timeline. You can position it wherever you want. Now I want to extend its length so that it covers the whole clip. By default, the text of this clip says basic title. So let's go on and modify this text. Now if I want to change this text, I have to select the clip on timeline and go to inspector panel. Under title in rich text, I can change this text. Let me write it here as cookies. What else I can do? I can change the font family. Let me change it to Open Sans Extra Bold. If required, you can change font face, you can change font color. Let me put it black. You can choose the color of your choice and click on OK. From here, you can change its size, you can change font style, its alignment, its position, its zoom. But instead of changing position and zoom from here, you have a shortcut. You simply have to click the text on screen and dragging its edges, you can expand it, that is you can zoom it out, and dragging it downwards, I can change its position. You can even change its position in any direction you want. Further, what you can do is you can even add the rotation angle to your text. In case you want to undo any of this setting, you have this reset button over here. Let's say I want to reset the rotation angles, so I would simply click the reset button over here and it would reset the rotation angle. Moving ahead, let us add stroke to our text. As my text is black in color, so I would prefer the stroke color as white. Now let us change the value of size and see what it does. Now when I change the value of this size, you can see that the border of my text is widening, and as the stroke color is white, the borders are appearing white in color. Let me reset it back. Now let us move ahead and add drop shadow. So as my text is black in color, so I would prefer the shadow color as white. Let us select white and click on OK. Now this time when I change the offset value, you can see that the shadow of the text is appearing white in color as I have selected the shadow color as white. Let us reset it back now and add background to our text. For here, as my text is black, so I would prefer the background color as white. So let us select as white and click on OK. Selecting the background color, now let us adjust the height and width of the background. This is still a plain text. To add more animatic effect, you have to go to Effects and click on Video Transition. Here, you have bunch of video transitions. Select the transition of your choice and drag it on your text. Let me place it to the end, and you can adjust its duration by extending it right or left. Now let me play this for you so that you can see its effect. You can see that the text has simply dissolved because we have added additive dissolve to our text. Now if required, you can change the properties of this transition. For that, you have to select the transition on timeline, and in inspector panel under transition, you can change its properties, like you can adjust its duration, you can change its alignment, you can change the start and end ratio, you can add ease in, and you can change the transition curve. Now as I have added the transition towards the end, you can similarly add it to the front of the text. For that, select the transition of your choice and drop it on your text at the front. Adjust its duration if you want, and as I've added both the transitions same, you can add different type of transition at the front and end of your text. Now if you don't want to go with the transition, let me delete this. Let's say you don't want to go with the transition and simply add a fade in and fade out effect to your text. You just have to drag these handles towards inside of the text to add a fade in and fade out effect to your text. Apart from this, in titles, we have a title named Text Plus. Let us drag this on timeline. And if we go to its properties, you can see that it has text, layout, transform, shading, image, and then setting. So it gives you much more control over how you want your text to look like. So that's it guys. If you want to know how you can black and white a video in DaVinci Resolve, please click on the video at the top right corner of your screen. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more DaVinci Resolve videos, please subscribe this channel. It will notify you when any new video comes out. Feel free to comment what other new videos would you like to see in future. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next. Bye bye.